Hey Clashers, again it's Red Dog from Stupid Pekka's Wandering Raids, and I wanted to show a 5 golem GoWiPE that it was actually some of the highest loot that I've ever attained, so it was a good raid, 3-star raid, and I thought it was a great way to show and expose the 5 golem attack. Now the 5 golem attack has come about in the winter of 2014 because of the update, the seasonal Christmas update that came out from Supercell. One of the things they did was increase the hit points on many buildings, the collectors, barracks, the lab, etc. And what this brought about was a change in the way a lot of the top players, a lot of the champs were playing. Up until this point, Lavalunian was the go-to attack. But with the increase in hit points on these buildings, the minions just don't have the DPS to take care of them fast enough for the Lavalunian to be as effective as it was. So the top guys started looking for a new way to get their stars, and somehow this came about, and somehow I came across it. I certainly am not taking credit for it, but this is the 5 golem GoWiPE, and as you can see I have 5 golem, I have 1 P.E.K.K.A, 16 wizards. I've also done this with no P.E.K.K.A and all wizards. It's been just as effective. I've also seen this done with 2 P.E.K.K.A. It's just a matter of how you want to throw the attack. The clan castle, it's best to have a P.E.K.K.A or a couple witches in the clan castle, but I've just got some wizards and archers in my clan castle. What's critical are the 2 jump spells, and I'll get to that here in a minute, 2 rage and a freeze. Now, looking at this base, the first thing I notice is that 3 of the 4 corners are not ideal for funneling the 5 golem. The whole point of using the 5 golem attack is you're using the jump spell to pull and push your golem and all of your fighting troops into the center as quickly as possible. And the right, left, and bottom, because they're open, there's a high likelihood that the golem and or combat troops will take off and not head for the center. So I chose to take the top for a couple of reasons, the ones that I just explained. It also has a mortar outside that'll immediately grab the attention of the golem when I drop them. And also it has a perfect setup here for the jump spell. I'm going to drop the jump spell right here in the middle of, right in between these 2 archers, and bridge the gap between this top wall and this inner wall. And the reason this is perfect is that up top here, it's going to pull the troops in, and inside here, where the expo is, it's going to drop the troops off. What makes this even more perfect is that because of this wall here between the archer towers and the elixir storage, troops aren't going to want to go that direction. So even after they make the first jump into the center, they'll hit the archer towers, but because of the wall, they're going to want to go back to the jump spell and get into the center. So let's go ahead and start the attack here. Drop the golem. Drop the jump. Now, as with any GoWiPE or GoWiWi, you use a ring of wizards to clear structures out of the path, so that when you drop your big troops, your heroes and your P.E.K.K.A or witches, whatever else you've got going on, your clan castle, they're not going to want to be distracted by outlying buildings. So I dropped a handful of wizards here to perform that function. Now here the golem go into the center, or start to go into the center. I'm still holding back my rage. I want to wait for my troops to start to get into the middle before I actually drop the rage. Now you'll notice that it happened just like I wanted it to. You'll see that the troops made it in the middle, but because of these walls right here, the troops don't want to go that direction. They head back for the jump spell and start to head towards the center. You'll also notice that I've dropped all the rest of my troops. I just dropped everything and let them head towards the jump spell because I've cleared enough buildings on the side. And not only that, but the jump spell is pulling them towards it. So all of my troops have now been dropped. My first rage goes out. This was a rage in between the wall section there and the intersection. My first freeze goes down against that single inferno. It's pretty chaotic now. What you see here on the left is the single target inferno is just coming off of freeze, and these golem are about to take it out. The wizards are about to take it out, and the single target on the right, I've got to get rid of. I see that, and that's when I panic and drop my next rage. It is effective. It probably could have been dropped, not probably, it should have been dropped lower. It would have been better had the rage overlapped into this next ring of, or next section of wall here. I also dropped my jump, which was another poor drop. I needed it high enough up here so that it would adequately attract troops, but I needed it low enough to where it would touch this other section of wall to get the troops in and out of this ring of buildings here. But I missed it by a hair, and so unfortunately I'm going to have a golem that's going to get stuck on this wall here because of the poor drop of the jump. So far so good. I still have a few troops hanging out in the inside, but most have moved out. The golem, two of the golem have gotten stuck on the wall. Fortunately, there's a wizard there to blast away at the wall, and they finally break through the wall. The archer queen wandered off on her own and was really not a big part of this attack, which is very abnormal for me. Usually the archer queen is at the heart of getting the town hall, but in this case she just cleared out exterior buildings. And the rest of this is just cleanup by the troops, and this is a 3-star attack for quite a bit of loot. Again, this is the 5 golem GoWiPE attack. You can also do the 5 golem GoWiWi attack. I've seen them both done. They're both effective. And there you go. This is Red Dog from Stupid Pekka's Wandering Raids. Clash on.